Good morning, students. This is Murthy, sir. Today, you will learn about the integumentary system, the internal structure of human skin, and the role of skin as a sense organ. The integumentary system is one of the important organ systems of the human body. The skin consists of two layers, the dermis and the epidermis. Together, these two layers form the largest organ in the body with a surface area of nearly 2 square meters. Each layer of the skin contributes to the overall function within the body. The most obvious role of the skin is to protect the body from external aggression. This is the internal structure of human skin. It consists of outer epidermis and inner dermis and hypodermis. The dermis consists of blood vessels, nerve fibers, sebaceous glands, sweat glands, hair follicles. The hypodermis consists of adipose tissue. It contains deposits of fat globules. The skin, the largest organ of the body, is the interface between organism and its environment. The sensory fibers and their specialized corpuscular end organs, or receptors for touch, pain, temperature, itch, physical and chemical stimuli. The human skin is made up of three layers. Each layer has certain functions. Epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous fatty layer called hypodermis. The epidermis is a thin layer of skin. It is the most superficial layer of skin. The layer which you see with your eyes when you look at the skin anywhere on your body. Functions of the epidermis include touch sensation and protection against microorganisms. The skin is further divided into 5 separate layers. The epidermis is divided into the following 5 sublayers or strata: stratum corneum, stratum lucidum, stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum, stratum basale, also called stratum germinativum. In these 5 layers, stratum corneum contains a dead layer of cells for protection against microorganisms. These cells contain a protein called keratin, and this is called keratinization or cornification. The dermis contains nerve endings, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands, hair follicles, and blood vessels. The nerve endings sense pain, touch, pressure, and temperature. Some areas of the skin contain more nerve endings than others. The dermis is divided into a papillary region and a reticular region. The primary function of the dermis is to cushion the body from stress and strain, and to also provide elasticity to the skin, a sense of touch, and heat. The dermis contains hair roots, sebaceous glands, sweat glands, nerves, and blood vessels. The hypodermis is the subcutaneous layer lying below the dermis. It consists largely of fat. It provides the main structural support for the skin, as well as insulating the body from cold and aiding shock absorption. It is interlaced with blood vessels and nerves. The functions of human skin are: it regulates body temperature, stores water and fat, it acts as a sense organ, it prevents water loss, it prevents entry of bacteria, it acts as a barrier between the organism and its environment, it helps to make vitamin D when exposed to the sun. When our body is exposed to sunlight, the cholesterol present in adipose tissue will be converted to vitamin D. The chemical name of vitamin D is calciferol. The cutaneous receptors, or the types of sensory receptor found in the dermis or epidermis. They are a part of the somatosensory system. Cutaneous receptors include cutaneous mechanoreceptors, nociceptors, and dermoreceptors. Cutaneous is the biological word pertaining to the skin. Nociceptors, they respond to excess heat, pressure, or chemicals. Dermoreceptors, they respond to temperature of skin and blood. Photoreceptors, they respond to light. Tactile corpuscles or Meissner's corpuscles are a type of mechanoreceptors discovered by anatomist Georg Meissner and Rudolf Wagner. This corpuscle is a type of nerve ending in the skin that is responsible for sensitivity to light touch. In this picture, you can observe Meissner's corpuscle discovered by anatomist Georg Meissner. Pacinian corpuscles or lamellar corpuscles discovered by Italian anatomist Filippo Pazzini are one of the four major types of mechanoreceptor cells in glabrous mammalian skin. Pacinian corpuscles are nerve endings in the skin responsible for sensitivity to vibration and pressure. In this picture, you can observe dermoreceptors responsible for sense of heat or cold, Meissner's corpuscles responsible for sense of touch, nociceptors responsible for sense of pain, Pacinian corpuscles responsible for sense of pressure. All these corpuscles you can see in this diagram.